Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He gets a block. Bounced out of bounds at the 38 after that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Trying to pound their way in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. The give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. So BYU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Townsend. Delivers the contact. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Complete in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, just keeps firing. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Into the house. Touchdown, BYU!
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And the extra point was good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And
he's running in the open. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. The running back has it. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. BYU lines up quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got his man, and he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. From the gun. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Zings it complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're working that left side. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man quickly. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Manuel. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Come on, set. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for an open area to his left. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Off play action on first down. Heaves it on the run. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. BYU right back to the line. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Try to get it on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Trying to surprise him with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Cougars have pushed it inside the 20. Comes out throwing on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. But a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. Try to get the 3.
Has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by a field goal.
They fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Just backs and receivers, QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Going with the ground game left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. 3. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. BYU lines up quickly. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Get it out on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the lone running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's going to take off, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick completion on the out. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Running to the left. And gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the double. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the postgame.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cougars in the hurry up. Trying to find his man on first down. He finds his man. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finds his big tight end. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Cougar!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man to the left. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Going up top on 1st down. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they got him for the sack. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it.
Fires and picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases